Ohayou gozaimasu. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Appa's Kitchen on the road in Tokyo, Japan. I'm here in Nogata, my little neighborhood, starving. So, I had a really rough night's sleep. Here in Appa's Kitchen, we share all of the intimate details of my life. So, I just had a really hard time sleeping. My back has been killing me. My bed is not super comfortable. I'm old. And then my phone rang at 6:30 this morning. It was my doctor's office calling to reschedule an appointment because they're on California time. They didn't know I was in Japan, and it was 6:30 in the morning, and I had a hard time sleeping. So at that point I was actually asleep. The phone rang. I was like, what is that noise? So then it stopped. And then it rang again. I was like, okay, this must be something important because why are they calling twice? Turned out they called and they left a message about the wrong doctor. The other doctor in the office is only doing video visits during July. So they called back again to correct that. So how's that for a start to the day? Looks like it's gonna rain. Anyway, I'm on my way to Matsuya. I'm gonna have breakfast, a little beef bowl, and then I'm going to the gym in Takadanobaba. I'm gonna meet Diane. We're gonna go to this little Italian restaurant that we used to go to when I worked here. I'm taking her to Shibuya to see Hachiko, and then in Shibuya crossing, of course. It's such a stupid thing. I can't believe that a crosswalk is a tourist destination. And then we're going to get on the Keio Inogashira line, which I've never taken, but or maybe I have. It's a nice little train line that will take us to Shimo-Kitazawa. Shimo-Kitazawa is a kind of funky bohemian neighborhood. Trendy, but maybe not trendy enough to be mobbed with the Instagram crowd. And then from there, we'll be able to go to Kichijoji. I don't know, Diane might want to walk around Kichijoji again. It'll be different today because it's not a Sunday, it's not a holiday. And then from Kichijoji, make our way back to Nakano. So we're going to kind of do this loop. So that'll be fun. So stay tuned for our adventure. Here's Matsuya. They have a machine outside. I like using the outside machine because I take longer to figure things out. So let me show you how I order. We can talk now because I'm outside. So first we choose the language. I want English. And I'm going to eat in. They have Korean bulgogi beef bowl. I don't want that. I just want beef bowl. So there's a beef bowl and pork soup. I'm just going to get a beef bowl. And I want it to be, I'm going to say large serving. Soup size, regular, anything extra, no. Payment. And then IC card. Okay, and then you get your ticket. Take a seat and wait for your number. My number is 124. So we have this nice, I think it's roasted rice with green tea. You get hot or iced, hot or cold. Waiting for my number to be called. And you take your ticket up to the window, pick up your food. Get a free Wi-Fi. Alright, here's my breakfast. So it's beef bowl. So it's beef simmered in a sauce with rice. Some pickled ginger here. Miso soup. And if you want to add a little spice, some shichimi. 7 different pepper spice. Itadakimasu. All right, well that was good. Now I feel tired again. I don't know how much of a workout I'm going to get in. They have one of these, you know, the old-fashioned gyms when people used to do calisthenics. It's this machine that has a belt that goes around your waist and you just stand there and it kind of jiggles you. But it's really good for my back. So I'm gonna do that. I think that's my train. And I'll do a little bit, but I'm not gonna exert myself. And then I think I'll go to Mr. Donut and have a coffee, and then go meet Diane. I keep you updated. So I just got off the train and I'm here under a big box. It's our meeting spot in front of Deli France. And it's completely different stuff from yesterday. This is all from Okinawa. Yesterday, I think, was from Hokkaido. So, really interesting. It's fun passing through here every day to see what they have. I'm very tempted, but I don't want to carry this bottle around. But this Okinawa Shikuwasa juice. I'm tempted to buy it. It's for beauty and health. And then this looks like the same thing, but in a pudding. Very interesting. All right. So I'm just going to go out here, head up the hill to the gym. I'm almost at the gym. I just left across the street. Just noticed this really nice coffee shop. So I think after the gym, I have to kill time. I'll come here, get a nice cup of coffee before I head down to meet Diane. What a good idea. I didn't notice that before. I was wandering around looking for a Starbucks. I know, Starbucks. But, sorry, I like it. But anyway, that place looks really comfortable. And lots of comfy seating. Alright. So, just going to go through this little park. And it's the Shinjuku Sports Center. So I've just been talking for 20 minutes without recording. Let me start fresh. First of all, the coffee shop that I wanted to go to was a restaurant. It's a cafe and it's lunchtime and it's packed. So much for that plan. It was empty when I got here. Going to Mr. Donut. So a couple things. Confusing. The system I'm learning. When you come in, you buy your ticket, you go to the desk, there's a counter, give it to them, they stamp it. Go upstairs, give it to the guys at the counter, they write something in a little log. When you finish, give your ticket to the guy at the counter. He writes something on it. Oh, I think he wrote the time. 2:12. Yeah, he wrote the time. Then you go downstairs and return it to the desk, to the counter. Well, the last time I went down and because he told me to give it downstairs. I went to the counter and a nice old man, took it, said thank you, and that was it. So today I went to the same place where I turned it in last time, waited for somebody to come help me, and the woman said, oh no, baksu. So there's a box on the other side of the counter where you drop it off. So that's one thing. The other thing is they have these little bottles of solution, some kind of cleaning, maybe diluted alcohol. Same thing at my gym in Richmond, Planet Fitness. And you wipe off the machine when you're done. So I did that. I've been doing it. I saw everybody else doing it. Today I noticed it says this cannot be used to clean equipment. Use your towel to wipe off your sweat. So I'm like, what the hell? Then why is everybody doing it? So I asked the guy behind the desk if he spoke English. He said a little. You never know if they're lying when they say that. They're very modest about their English. I would say the same thing about my Japanese. I speak less Japanese than they speak English though. But anyway, so I said I'm a little confused about something. I brought him over and I showed him. I said, do we use this to clean the equipment? He said, this is for the machine. Is equipment and a machine the same thing? I don't know. I said, but not, what is equipment? He didn't know what I was talking about, and I couldn't figure out like where to show him in Japanese where it said equipment. So I said, use my towel. He didn't understand that either. So I said, okay. I said, in English, this is dame. Dame means no, cannot. It's dame. So I think it's a bad translation, but no, how can it be a bad translation? It says use your towel to wipe off your sweat. I think somewhere along the line, everybody just decided to do the opposite of what the sign says. So, make it make sense. I don't know. But live and learn. That's how we do things here in Japan. Diane has been having a hard time at the pool with the lane rules. Apparently it's different. I don't understand it. I'm glad I don't swim because the lifeguard will be blowing his whistle at me for sure. Alright, so that coffee shop I wanted to go to. Ooh, what's this? Kotti coffee. The coffee shop I wanted to go to is a restaurant. It's full. So I'm going to go to Mr. Donut. Get a coffee. Mr. Donut might be crowded too, but let me see. Alright, so I'll be back. There's a line out the door. Mr. Donut. Hopefully there's seating. Alright, I had a nice little iced coffee. Look at my t-shirt. Had a nice little iced coffee. Relaxed, energized. And ready. There's something called the Peacock Store. Looks like a grocery store, supermarket. It's so funny here. You walk in There's a tray, there are trays and tongs. So you put your stuff on the tray. If you get a donut, you put it on a tray, just on the tray, no paper or anything. Go to pay, they take it off that tray, and then they put it on a plate on another tray. Lots of trays being used here. I don't know how they come up with these systems and like the logic behind it. It's very complicated. Things are so complicated sometimes, but it all works. You're in a city of 100 million people. I don't know how many people live here. 10 million? 12 million? Oh, I see a church. I've never seen a church before. They make it work. Everybody knows the rules. They follow. They know. Get your ticket. Give it to the counter. When you're done, put it in the box. I didn't know that. I learned something new today. Alright, so speaking of boxu, I'm at Big Boxu. And Diane usually arrives early. So let's see if she's here. And then we're going to go have some Italian food. Alright, so we're here in this cute little Italian restaurant, which I forgot to film us coming down. And we're in this nice little room, the library. It's much brighter. The last time I was here, it was like super dark. It's in the basement. It's really cute. So I'm gonna get a matriciana. So this is a test. I just made a matriciana recently. I don't think mine was the best, so I'm gonna see what theirs is like. And Diane's getting seafood and mushroom pasta. And soup. Sopa. No, I shouldn't Diane. Zuppa. He saw my t-shirt. He said, "You're Italian?" I said, "New Jersey Italian." I confused him. Like, wait, is that a real Italian? Oh, by the way, the waiter is the same guy that worked here 35 years ago.
That's good thing.
It is a good thing. It's good that this restaurant is enduring. Alright, our food is here.
It smells good.
I think you should have gotten cream with seafood.
I like it.
I got seafood pasta with seafood mushroom tomato cream sauce. This is my amatriciana. And let's see if they use guanciale.
What is that?
It's good.
Mine is.
Oishi. That was like chili flakes. How's the chili oil?
I like it. Pasta is very nicely cooked al dente.
So here it is, Cucina Italiana Ristorante Bugno. It's very good, very comfortable. Nice and bright. It was very dark when I came here before. This almost looked like menorah. So down here in the basement of this building in Takadanobaba, right across from the station, there are lots of restaurants. So if you come to Tokyo, go to the basement. Diane's lost. She couldn't figure out where the ladies' room was. There's pants. There's ladies. I might as well use it while I'm here. I thought I was recording. So here we are back out on the street. The station's right across the street. Subway. I put my hat on and my sweatshirt on, but now it feels warm. I smell chestnuts.
Your attention please. The train bound for Ikin
That's a love scene here. Shibuya crossing. Hachiko is, I think, back here. There he is. I'm just going to barge right past everybody taking their selfies. So the story of Hachiko is he was a little doggy who used to come to the station every day with his master, and he'd sit and wait for him while he was working. And then one day the master went to work and he died. He didn't come back. And I think it was like 8 years that Hachiko sat there waiting for him, and people... It's such a mob scene. People would come here and bring him food, and he just sat there until he died. So it's a symbol of loyalty, companionship. And it used to not be like this. It was a very open area. And this is where you meet people. Like, okay, we're going to Shibuya, meet me at the statue of Hachiko. Now they have this building here. I don't know what this building is. They have that backdrop to it. I don't know what that is. It used to be just like an open area with the statue, and that's where you'd meet people. All right, so now we're going to go to Shibuya Crossing, which is basically a street crossing that the Instagrammers have turned into tourist trap. We'll cross, we'll come back and get on the Inogashira line. So this is the famous Shibuya crossing. It's mostly people just taking pictures of themselves crossing the street now. But back in the 90s, it was just a crosswalk. So it's like 5 streets that come together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a pedestrian street there. And when the light changes, people come from all 5 different directions. So it's a sea of people crossing the street. Maybe Diane wants to go to Starbucks. You have a view of Shibuya Crossing from Starbucks. And they're off. It's a little scary when you get to the middle, like, wait, we're playing a game of chicken here. I'm doing the thing that I heard everybody doing. Look at me, I'm in Shibuya Crossing. Alright. And now we're on the other side. I wonder if we can just go underground to the station. What is this here? And now it's empty again. Let me see if this is an underground. I was never really a fan of Shibuya. Alright, here we go again. Oh my god, it's giving me a headache. That is so obnoxious. Oh.
We're both doing that.
Alright, so that's all we have to see in Shibuya. There are bars, clubs, restaurants, all that kind of stuff, but not one of my favorite places because it's just so mobbed now and people come just to see this stupid crosswalk. So now we're going to look for the Inogashira line, which I don't see any signs. I'm going to go back to the station. So we're following some occasional signs that are pointing in this direction. And that obnoxious truck. Alright, so let's see where this leads us. There's another sign. Inogashira line. It's so weird that it's like separate like that, but okay. It's a different station. Oh, look at this nice station. right, let me check. All right, so we can take an express train on platform 2. It's crowded. Oh, very crowded. We have 3 minutes. I need to sit down because I'm tired. So, alright, it was fast. There was one stop on the express train to Shimo-Kitazawa. Well, you're lucky I'm not gonna film and walk because I'm looking at my map, but this is Shimo-Kitazawa. We just got off. I'm looking for a record shop for a friend who wanted a specific album that's only available in Japan. It's his birthday, so I'm getting it for him for his birthday. I don't think he watches my videos, so won't spoil the surprise. So what I was reading about Shimo-Kitazawa is a bohemian, kind of trendy neighborhood that was popular because there's like a music scene here and record shops and coffee shops and all that kind of stuff. And then people were complaining because it's starting to get gentrified. So especially the area around the station, but already it has a much more laid back feel than Shibuya. So, I like it. Funky. So it's nice having a destination, trying to find this record shop, rather than just wandering around aimlessly, not knowing where to go. At least we have a destination, and then we'll see what we find along the way. So used clothing. Here's a cute little senbei shop. Rice crackers. I love these big jars. And how beautiful that is. So this is old Japan. It's nice and quiet, chill. Hoping I can find another hat. I need a new hat since I don't have any here. Are we supposed to turn here? Yes. Very cute. Handmade. Cute little gift shops. These are adorable. I like this one, onigiri.
I like this
Little
one.
lunch bag. Sweet potato.
I like this one.
The back style. Alright, let's find the record shop first, and then I kind of would like a little ice cream. And I'll walk around, see if I can find another hat. Here we are, jet set. Look at how cute this is.
Okay, right here. I'm gonna take a picture too.
Konnichiwa. Alright, so we came to this record store, Jet Set, to find a record for my friend James, and they didn't have it. Sorry, James, but we're just going to wander around. Looks like it's going to start raining soon.
Oh, it's starting to rain.
Oh, it is starting to sprinkle. So we got
Cool clothes.
cute bags, fashions. flower shop. Eyelash beauty. It's cute. Barber shop. Cute shirts for kids. I should get one for my great nephew. Shinkansen. Alright, so I just got a t-shirt for my great nephew. But I'm not going to show you in case my mom is watching. It's a surprise. It's a cute little neighborhood. How many times have I said that?
Every time I say it.
And I like that it's not overrun with tourists. We saw a few people taking photos in front of some corner shop. I don't know what the deal was with that. Mossburger. Down there on the corner there, taking photos. Alright, so you get the idea. Shimo-Kitazawa on the Keio Inogashira line. You can get here from Kichijoji or from Shibuya. One stop express. These beautiful little tarts. I'm gonna get ice cream. Street churros. You get churros and ice cream, churros and chocolate. Look at that. Arigatou gozaimasu. I took my glasses off because it's sprinkling. I wanted a cone. To be honest, it's not that good. Now I think I should get churros and chocolate. Diane's shopping. Let me show you a little bit more here. It's so cute. On the other side of this, whatever this is, there's a building over there with a nice mural on the side. We got some graffiti. This big funky building, I don't know what that is. I think we should go inside. She's gonna buy a dress. Nice wall. I'll take a picture. But let me show you. Alright, we're walking back to the station. So that was another exciting adventure here in Appa's Kitchen on the road. Hope you enjoyed it. Italian food in Takadanobaba, Shibuya, Madhouse, and chill, cool Shimo-Kitazawa. I would definitely come to Shimo-Kitazawa. Come check it out. Just fun to walk around, feel the vibe, get some coffee, come in the evening and probably listen to live music. That's it. So we'll see you next time. Say Jane.
Jane.
Bye bye.